Chapter 3. Own the referee. Donald Trump doesn't follow rules. He doesn't beg for power. He doesn't ask permission. He walks into a room, he scans for the referee, and he makes them his bitch. That's the secret behind every impossible win he pulls off. He doesn't beat the system. He breaks the person enforcing it. Courts, he delays them. Congress, he ignores them. Media, he bullies them into talking about him non-stop. He doesn't argue with the refs, he owns them, co-ops them, corrupts them until they whistle on command. And here's the part they don't want you to understand. You can do it too. This chapter isn't about corruption, it's about the truth. The truth is, authority is an illusion. Referees are just people in striped shirts hoping someone else will take the blame. And if you're sharp enough, bold enough, shameless enough, you can become their excuse. The boss mirage. Your boss isn't your ceiling, they're your costume. They want a version of you that lets them sleep in and still look like a genius. Play that role, then use it to hollow out their throne. They don't want you to rise, they want you to orbit, to stay just helpful enough, just safe enough, just out of the spotlight so they can soak in your shine without ever getting burned. But if you're smart, you'll recognize the game early. You'll give them what they want, you'll show them loyalty, consistency, and obedience. Then you'll weaponize it. You make them think they're leading, meanwhile you're building the exit door with their name on it. Flip the power dynamic. Take their notes, take their feedback, take their authority seriously, then go back to your desk and do whatever the fuck you want. You outperform the plan, you exceed the ask, you deliver something they didn't even have the imagination to request. And when it works, you hand them the credit like it was theirs all along. Hey boss, your idea worked. Let them tell their boss, let them show it off, let them believe they're the one who cracked the code, because now they'll protect you like they're protecting their own reflection. You just made the referee part of your team. Weaponize the credit. Want real power? Give credit away like it's Halloween candy. Make everyone feel like they discovered you, like they shaped you, that they deserve a piece of your story. They'll defend you in rooms you never stepped in. Referees you make will never call you out because they need you to win. Otherwise, their legacy looks like luck or theft. That's not mentorship, that's manipulation. You're buying loyalty with ego, and in return, you get a human shield. Transfer the glory and the risk. And once you give away the credit, you give away the liability too. That's the hidden genius. The recognition doesn't matter. You being known as the winner does, and trust me, they'll know. The whispers will start. People will point. They'll watch the boss brag and think, we all know who really did that. You'll become the story behind the story, but you'll be invisible when it matters most, when it fails. Because if you gave the glory away, you gave away the blame with it. Mistakes don't hit the person in the shadows, they hit the name on the report. That's not you. By the time the cracks show, the upper throne owns it. He's the author now. He might be fired, demoted, turned into a case study in poor leadership. You get to stay clean. You keep the glow of what worked and the plausible deniability of what didn't, and later, when the dust settles, you take back the credit anyway. The buyer's sweet spot. I lived it. Senior buyer, senior merchant, one of the biggest home improvement chains in America. I fought my way up, earned my spot next to the person who signed the checks. And once I got there, I realized something people never do. The higher you climb, the blurrier the rules get, the less the game cares about fairness. And the more power bends towards those who know how to move without asking permission. I wasn't tethered to the task list of the floor team. I wasn't bound by the paranoia of the C-suite. I floated in the perfect pocket, just below the fire, just above the rules. And that's where the real learning began. That's where you move sideways without anyone noticing. That's where you take risks no one tracks. That's where you fuck. That's where you slip behind the curtain and watch the puppeteers fumble. If you keep your managers close, make them believe your wins are the guidance, you are bound by nothing. And if the whole thing implodes, you're standing next to the throne ready to catch the crown. There's only one boss. You figure it out eventually. There's only one person who actually matters, the one with the pen. Not your manager, not your director, not the panel of pretend power brokers who spend their days in calendar jail. The only real boss is the check writer. Everyone else is set dressing. So you smile, you follow the fake rules, you rehearse the lines they want to hear, and you wait, because you're in the room with the person who matters. The rest of them don't. That's how Trump moves. That's how I move. That's how you win in a world that trains you to beg. Final strike. You want to climb? Stop worrying about your title. Start worrying about your positioning. You want to win? Stop arguing with the rules. Start owning the people who enforce them. That's what Trump figured out before the rest of us even knew we were playing a game. He owns the refs, owns the rule book, owns the story, even when he loses. And when it all burns down, he survives, they don't. Because he wasn't playing by the book. He was the fucking book. You want that kind of power? Stop begging for the referee. Own the referee. Own the narrative. Own the fucking game.